This is your Born to Win winner moment. Today's winner moment is talking about an email that we sent to our Winner Circle members entitled Letting Go. Now, letting go is just referring to situations and scenarios, whether it's dealing with family members, friends, significant others, or co-workers, just to name a few. Now, let me just be a little bit more specific as in regards to letting go. Let's just say, for instance, you have that coworker that gets on your nerves to the point that you want to knock them off their block. They say things or do things around you that you know that is wrong. Everybody has experienced it, and you know you got to let that go. Or what about that scenario or situation with the significant other that's not showing you the love or the appreciation that you deserve or what you're worth? Or that relationship that's abusive, rather it's verbal or physical, that you know is not doing you any good. There's no growth. Or what about that family member or friend that every time you turn around, they end up in situations or scenarios that cause them to go down that same road of trouble. And it seems like no matter what you say, they continuously to find themselves in those situations over and over again. Now, everyone can relate to rather one or all of these situations, but you got to admit, the more you sit there and focus on these situations instead of letting them go, it will consume you. What do I mean? It will consume you so much that it becomes a part of your daily life that every time you turn around, you will think about it, you will talk about it, and it'll get to the point where it aggravates you, and you really know deep within yourself you have to let it go. Now, let me just give you an example of a situation that I know about personally. There was a young lady who had two sets of friends. She had great sets of friends that were always there for her, and they always inspired her to do good. Now, then again, she had those bad influences of friends, and you know it. Those bad influences of friends will always seem to be more attractive to her than the good set of friends. And every time she turned around, she always got in trouble with these bad influences of friends. And her good set of friends had to always bail her out. She always got in trouble, and those good set of friends kept coming back to help her. But what happened was her good set of friends began getting tired of the situation. And one by one, those friends began to let her go. Now, I remember the last situation she got into, her friends didn't even bail her out of it. Even the bad influences of friends just let it go and just let her be in the situation that she was in. And she was so upset, and she was like, man, if they were my friends, why they didn't help me out? And then I told her and broke it down to her. I said, you know what? They had to let you go in order for you to grow. Now, at first, she didn't quite understand what I meant, but I broke it down to her. I said, you know what? I said, your situation was consuming them so much that it was becoming part of their daily lives, and they were carrying it with them to the point it was aggravating them, because it seemed like no matter what they said to you or what type of help they provided you, you always went back to getting into trouble. So you know what? So it can keep them sane, they had to let you go so you can learn the lessons on your own and realize who's really there for you and who was not. And you know what? She eventually understood what I meant. She apologized to those good set of friends on the things that she had caused. And you know what? She began to hang around them, and she let those bad influences of friends go. Now, just to sum up everything of what I just discussed, to that coworker that's getting on your nerves, let that go. Because you don't want to give one person that much power over you that they know they can make you mad. Smile at them and keep it moving. As opposed to that relationship, let that go too. Because you know why? It makes no sense being in a relationship that you know that's not going anywhere. Or that physical abusive relationship, whether it's physical or verbal, it's just tying you down. It makes you feel to the point that you can't move, that you stuck. You don't want to be in that predicament. And last but not least, that family or friend that seems like they're not getting the message every time you help them out, let that go too. Because you know why? You don't want it to become a part of your daily life that it drains you. Eventually, those individuals will catch the drift, and they will catch up to you. You have to let them go. And even if they don't get what you're trying or the message that you're trying to relate to them, and it sort of leaves a gap open, you know what? When there is an opening, God always supplies for something new to come into that opening space to be a blessing to you. There's nothing wrong with letting go, because you have to grow and they have to grow too. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Come visit us sometimes at our website at www.borntowin.com or visit us on Facebook at borntowin.com. Thank you so much, and definitely keep up with us on upcoming events and emails that we send out on a weekly basis. Thank you, and have a blessed day.